Hi everybody, welcome to Restaurant Live, and my gorgeous companion here helping me set it all up as always. And we have got the most amazing chef coming on in a moment. Is he here?
He's there.
He's there. Claude Bosi. Where are you?
Very efficient.
Very efficient, bang on time. You wouldn't expect anything other than a Michelin star chef to be bang on. There he is. There he is.
How are you doing?
Claude. Hi. Now, guess what we're drinking? By the way.
Which one are you drinking?
I'm drinking this one. I'm drinking this one. The Frerejean Frères. You drink? Oh, you're drinking. You're accepting that. Claude, the very first thing we say is congratulations on the birth.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You can't see with the sun, but my eyes are like that high because I forget the 4 o'clock in the morning feed as they do. But it's a great. She's beautiful. I'm very lucky. A lucky man.
What's her name?
Mabel.
Mabel. Oh, well, that's lovely. And thank you, Frerejean Frères, for the champagne.
Yes.
It couldn't have come at a better time with Claude. Now, how old is she now?
She will be 2 weeks. She's 2 weeks and a bit, yeah. Wow. She's born on the 1st of May.
Fantastic. Well, May is a great month. My birthday's on the 8th, and it's a great month, of course.
Mine is on the 14th. I just passed it.
Well, there we are. Well, we've just slipped past. But
yeah.
Great to see you, mate. I haven't seen you for a long time. And,
yes, it's been a while.
It's a really interesting. We're going to do a number of these. I've got some incredible chefs coming on over the next few weeks. Really interested to obviously talk. We're going to talk about a number of things. One, we're going to talk about where, you know, the hospitality sector, where we are and how you're going to get going. And we're going to have a little chat, we're going to have a little drink, and it's just super relaxed.
Nice.
But as I say, the most important thing was to just sort of, there's somebody, Rodolphe has said, great chef. There's a lot of people saying great chefs, by the way.
Oh, really? They are my friend. It cost me money at the end of that live chat.
Right. Hi, Claude. We need to catch up for some fun stuff.
Yeah, good.
Who said that? Anyway, Claude, first of all, I wanted to say to you that last week we launched Young Chef, Young Waiter.
Yeah,
and,
great.
you know, I've just been talking to The Fork, as in Book a Table, which is called, I forget what it's called in France.
La Fourchette. La Fourchette.
That's it, exactly.
Yeah.
And we've just been talking with them a minute ago, and how they can support hospitality. And the Young Chef, Young Waiter opportunity right now, we created it, well, it's been going for 41 years, but we redesigned it, restarted it last year. And the beauty of it right now is it's all online. So all of those fantastic young chefs, 26 and under, in all professional chefs and waiters, from whatever part of the hospitality sector they come from Michelin star restaurants to, you know, the
coffee shop,
pub, or wherever they come from, they come into this competition. And the other thing about this competition, which we're just finishing off the front page of the website right now, I've just seen it, it looks amazing. And we had a few things confirmed, but the other thing about this competition is the winning chef and the winning waiter will win a Mercedes each for a year, including insurance. So
I'm thinking to do it. What is the age you say? 48 and under?
Well, you had a birthday last week. just missed out.
Yes.
26 and under. So, I mean, that's an amazing prize. But
it is.
For me, it's about, you know, look, you have a fantastic team that are probably all furloughed at the moment. You know,
yes.
I think you have about 16 or 18 in your kitchen alone.
Yes.
The talent, there'll be talent there of 26 and under, both on the waiting side and the chefing side. So, what are your thoughts about? I just wanted to sort of ask you. I mean, I know I'm passionate about this whole competition, but you know, looking after our young talent right now has never been so important, has it?
No, I mean, it's, you know, this type of competition give some belief of chef, like you said, you could be working in a pub and think they're frightened to go to the Michelin star standard, and they're a bit scared and shy, and give them the opportunity to try and show what they can do and bring people out of the comfort zone and make them feel like, yeah, I can do this. you know.
Yeah.
And I think you need more of this thing, and it's just fantastic what we do for the young, what you are doing. I mean, following this and the way it's been expanding and the way it's been moved forward with what you've been doing, I think it's just fantastic. And I think it's a point where, listen, I never done a competition in my life, never. And I think having this young chef doing what they're doing, you need a lot of courage. I will not be able to do it, you know. It takes a lot of courage to say, I'm going to do this and show what I can do. And I think you need more of them. And I think we need to, I mean, every year I ask my guys, anyone want to do it, you know? And sometimes because we do long days and the way they work as a chef, I'm not going to have the time. And we say, we organize ourselves with you, we do it properly, go for it. And I think we had some people this year who wanted to do it, but because the virus, they've gone back to Italy. And hopefully we have some for next year, we'll be able to do it. But I want to put more of my team, front and back, because, you know, front of us the same. Front is, we need, you know, I'm more passionate. I mean, I'm a chef. Of course, I love my kitchen. But I'm more passionate to push forward the front of us than the kitchen, because you forget about these guys, you know, and without them, you can't do your job. You can't, they are a voice in the restaurant. They are the people who talk to the customer. And
of course. Well, it's never been, you know, I've been doing this longer than you, but you've been doing it long enough now as well. And the service. Oh, Jason. Hi, Jason.
Yeah, I just saw Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hello, Claude. He's just saying hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Jason. Good to see you, mate. Loving your cooking videos.
Yes.
By the way, I'm doing some cooking videos. By the way, I'm doing some cooking videos. I did a coq au vin for you, Claude.
Nice. I missed that one.
It's on my new Instagram. It's on this Instagram page. Anyway, I often said I wanted to invite Claude round for my coq au vin, and you need to have a look at it.
We will do it.
I think I even mentioned you while I was making it, saying I hope.
Have you? I love coq au vin. I think it needs a lot of skills to make a good coq au vin.
I don't know about Jason. I'm not quite sure whether we would be, which is what he's just called. But anyway, so you're so right. And Jason is going to come on and do one of these pretty soon, in a couple of weeks' time. He exactly would be the same as you. You know, the waiting staff, that service staff, they are highly professional young people,
Yes.
and not necessarily young people, but without them, you know, you can't do your job. You can serve the best food in the world. You need a great team out there building those relationships with those customers. And they have become, and I said this the other day, Claude, that you know, London is recognized as the food capital, hospitality capital of the world. And speaking to you as a Frenchman, you know, and you're probably thinking, is it really, are you sure it's not Paris? Well, you know, you're here in London, so I'm taking the fact that.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's so important to have the amazing, that amazing team that welcome you in. And we sort of think to ourselves now, we're going to have a good meal. We're going to have a good meal. You know, we've gone past the days where, oh my God, you know, the service was terrible, but the food was great. And you accepted it. Now you're going to have a good meal. But if that service is not on point, you're not going to go back there.
No. This is a success of a restaurant. I do believe is 70% or 60% of the restaurant. You know, if the front of us is very average, but you still have the great food, people will not come back because they won't. You can get great food, as you just said, you can get great food in London. Yeah. People want to be looked after, and the look after doesn't just come from a good plate of food. It comes from the attention to details you provide them, the bit of time if you want to talk to them or be completely distant from them. But most of it is when they come back, you recognize these people. You understand what they like, what they don't like. That's what makes a difference with a good restaurant and a great restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's hard for, I mean, you know, I had 17 chefs. And every head chef I had at the time, it was hard to make them understand. The front of us is as important as us. Of course, in a kitchen, you always do more hours maybe than the front of us. And it's hard to make them, the guys in the front believe, you know, we need these people. Yeah. We need these people because they are a voice in the restaurant.
Which is why competition, Claude, is so important, because this is the only competition that recognizes together. And when I say that, there are a number of competitions out there that you have service and you have the cooking, you know, skills. But this competition brings those two people together at the end of the competition.
Yes.
It within 2 days before the competition starts, we have a final. Now, we've also got already, we have a plan B, COVID, plan B, in case we're still in lockdown in November, whatever reason. But
I hope not.
But the plan at the moment is that we have our final. The reason this competition is so key and important and also manageable right through now, all the applications are online, all the judging is online until the final. And the final is only 2 days. So you bring everyone together, but the secret about that, 32 chefs and waiters come together, 16 of each. We whittle it down, bit X factor, you're through, you're not, but we look after them. They don't just go home, we look after them. And then you have, 8 and 8, 6 and 6, depending on how it all works this year. And those two then, they pair, the chef and the waiter pair together. They've never met each other until 2 days before. And that is the secret of this competition. And that's the ethos behind it. And it always has been. And it's 41 years old this year. So it's not a new competition I've just dreamt up. It's a competition that has amazing history with Marcus Waring and Mark Sargent and Nathan Allen, amazing chefs and great Simon Gerling and Simon King are great waiters that have won. Rich Henderson won the chef this year. He's now working with Tom Aikens.
Yes, I met him. Very nice guy, actually. Really humble. And you know what? It's nice to see this chef who do the competition who win something. They actually don't take them seriously. They just believe they win a competition, but they did it because they love cooking. Sometimes you can find young chefs because they win this competition. They think they made it. But no, it's only a start of the life. And I think it's very important. And I had a chance to meet that young chef when I was at the event. He was sitting next to me.
Brilliant.
And what was a lovely guy.
Hi, Louis. Louis just come on. Who is? Louis is our champagne guy. He said,
"Thank you very much, Louis."
Cheers, Louis.
Thank you.
I don't know whether you're drinking any, Louis, but we are. So thank you anyway. Look, Claude, it's always great to have you supporting that. And now I want to move on to a couple of other things. One of the things that we were doing, we wanted to do, of course, is you and I were supposed to go out to the Cayman Islands.
Yes. Look, it's like the same weather. We have the same weather.
We've not done too badly over here.
Yeah, actually, we're good.
And, Louis drinking rosé. Okay,
nice.
We've all got the different ones. I've got my 2012 super special one here.
I'm drinking it tonight.
Yeah. I was taking Claude he was going to do, we don't call it pop-up, we call it like a chef experience, really.
Yes.
Pop-up, the whole team. And we had this incredible week planned with 4 incredible chef experiences with Claude. And we were going to do these stunning events on the sea, on the front, in these beautiful restaurants. And of course, this whole situation happened. So we couldn't do it. But obviously, as soon as and the Cayman Islands, it is a dear place in my heart. I took Claire Smith there. Yeah. I mentioned it to you probably 2 years ago.
Yes.
Every time I saw you, you said, when am I going to the Cayman Islands?
When are we going to the Cayman Islands?
And I said, well, as soon as we get it right. And of course, we got it all right. We had everything booked, flights booked, everything booked. And then we had to put it all on hold.
Hopefully we can do it next year.
But we can absolutely, surely, it'll happen. There's no doubt.
It's fine.
But, they're whether you ring, I ring my family in Australia to my friends with restaurants in LA, everyone's in the same boat.
Yes.
Never, ever in my whole world, even in world wars, there were restaurants open somewhere around the world. There's never been anything like it in our lifetime. So,
it's killing a lot of people, unfortunately.
We're in a tough sector. The hospitality sector is a tough one. So it really brings me to the next question is where are you? How do you see what is your plans for coming out of this?
The government at the moment haven't given us a little of indication. We could be reopening on the 4th of July. That's what they're planning. I believe it's a bit early, but if they think we're ready for it, we have to follow the guide. We will, I think I'm going to reopen the Oyster Bar first to make sure we can relaunch it properly, because I never have really the chance to redo it properly and launch it. So we're going to be able to
And where did you say will you launch down?
The Oyster Bar. The Oyster Bar downstairs. We will reopen the Oyster Bar first.
A bit more room there, haven't you?
Yeah. We got a bit. The room is big. We're going to have in between 1.5 to 2 meters in between tables. Though we have to reorganize this.
Just to ask you, sorry, just to interrupt. So Claude has a most amazing restaurant called Bibendum, obviously, which is that incredible Michelin building just right in the middle of Chelsea there.
Yeah.
And so that's where Claude's restaurant is. 2 stars upstairs and sort of.
And the Oyster Bar downstairs.
Yeah. So
the
Oyster Bar has more room.
Yes, it's got the outside terrace and a bit of inside place, but I'm thinking if we open July and August would be the best time for the terrace downstairs.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm not completely sure yet, but maybe we open upstairs early September. And past the summer with the guys, give the holiday to everybody because at the end they've been furloughed and not on holiday.
Yeah.
Don't give the holiday to everyone for summer holidays. They can go see their family if they didn't have the time. And maybe come back in early September and start again. Just going back to the run-up up to Christmas, and hopefully we'll have a good quarter. But the main thing is very scary. I was speaking to Jason actually a couple of weeks ago about this, and I said, you know what, we have opened loads of restaurants in between each other. And when you open a restaurant, you think, okay, you have to do it properly on the beginning, and if you don't take people for granted, they will come back, and you can build a business from it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we actually don't know if the people are going to go out. That's the scary part of it. It's not in your hand. We have to reopen the restaurant, do what we do. And is he going to come back? Are they going to go out? Are they scared to mix with other people in the restaurant? All of these things. It's a really scary time for us.
Yeah, I think that things. So to give you a little bit of, I can't really give you much more than you know already. But putting my other hat on as president of the Restaurant Association, we have a big call every Tuesday with a whole of restaurants and owners and groups that we talk to. And one of the routes they're trying to do, and it really brings me to where you are at Bibendum, you have that amazing sort of outside area as well.
Yes.
Could you cover that there? Could you actually?
We can't go on the street. We are not allowed to go on the street. We can stay in the front part. We can stay in the front part. I got somebody say, can Michelin star survive this COVID? I think we can survive it, definitely. But we've got the outside space where it's big enough, you know what? It's big enough to make enough covers to survive. But we just have to...
I'll pick up on that Michelin. Let me just pick you up on Michelin quickly because I work closely with Michelin. Can Michelin stars survive the COVID? The answer is yes, they can. Because
of course they can.
A lot of Michelin restaurants, by the way, can Michelin stars survive? So there's a really good question with the staff and rents. In other words, can the restaurant survive the COVID? Well, that's a different question.
This is a tough one. We need help from our landlord. Well, I'm lucky. My landlord's been really fantastic so far.
Good.
They've been very helpful. But I'm lucky. Some people are not. And I think you need the relationship where I'm talking to my supplier at the moment. We're on a point where I don't want to feel like I haven't spoke to them. And I'm starting ringing them today and tomorrow or next week now to tell them, listen, we are going to start. I will pay you what we have to pay you. But we're on the same boat. And we have to work as a team. I think we have to go through all together. And if the landlord do not do any exception and understand the business is without us, they don't have a business at the end. Without anybody inside of the buildings, they're dead. They need us. There's nobody else who's going to do it, because they will be in the same boat. It's better to support the people you go in than try to get somebody else.
Yeah.
Look, I think
there has never been a situation where the owner of the building and the fishmonger is in the same bracket, because you're in the middle, you've got to pay the rent and you've got to pay the fishmonger. You haven't got any customers. He's probably got a mortgage to the bank somewhere. The bank's saying, well, why haven't you paid your mortgage? Well, you can't pay the rent. It's all the way down.
It's a catch-22.
So everyone's just got to hold on. The hospitality sector will be back. I think, you've answered that question is how you're going to go. July the 4th is the day, Independence Day in America.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do some burgers.
Yes.
And by the way, I loved your initiative that you did when you closed all the food for all the NHS staff, and I'm sure you've been doing other things as well. Yeah. And seen so many Michelin star chefs helping the NHS, doing things, getting their kitchens, using what they've got, you know. And it really is heartwarming. I almost feel I can voice, I can do things. I'm out here in Berkshire. I try and do things, you know. I do a bit of I try and make people smile. Probably that's about.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing at the moment. You know what? If you can do this, you do a great job.
I drink champagne and cook.
I like that.
But we put it on. We put it for everyone else to watch. But it's a really interesting time. Look, and I think you're absolutely right that in your particular establishment and everyone, you know, we had Jason on before. He's got, you know, numerous establishments.
Yes.
And he will be working it. It'll be really, really interesting to hear what he has to say when I chat to him. And these are relaxed chats, you know, that's the whole sort of idea about this. Yeah, I think that we are in a bizarre time, and people like you. There was one of the things I was going to say was that the way Michelin work, Michelin are really, 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 really keen on making sure that the 2021 guide continues to come out. Nobody quite knows. Oh, here we go. That's a good question. How do a 50-60 cover restaurant do social distancing? Well, that's exactly.
I'm lucky. I'm a lucky person. I'm very lucky because my room is enormous.
But Benjamin, you only have about 50 seats or so, don't you?
We had 55 seats, and I put the table back last week to have a look at it, and I think in between 2 meters in between table we are 45 covers, which is perfect.
What about the idea that I've listened to loads of things, and I love getting people's sort of ideas, requests. What about, hang on, are the dining room rules applying to kitchens as well? Of course they are, yeah.
Of course, it's going to be tough on this.
Caroline, one of the things that is really important in this is that the rules will be that the kitchen, in fact, I think you probably will know about this, sure, Claude, is that the kitchen teams will be smaller.
Yeah.
You won't be serving as many, and you're going to try and keep your teams in different groups.
Yes.
In case somebody catches COVID, and then that whole team have to isolate. Yeah. You know, there's many risks. But the key to this is that the staffing, we can only get 20 companies. Yes, okay. So there's just people coming up. But the staffing element, if they are safe, you will be safe. But the staffing element have to work safe, the way the plan works really safely. So if the staffing is safe, then you'll be safe.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a point where...
Is that your dog or mine?
It's my Jack Russell. Biggest mistake in my life to buy a Jack. I love dogs. And I've got this Jack Russell, and I won't take him shooting with me, you know, to dress him as a hare sometimes when he barks like this. And I can't do it. My wife loves him, so I have to look after him. Jack Russell, don't do it.
I have what we call the Mexican army. I have 3 Chihuahuas. And they're everywhere, and they go everywhere. And when I'm cooking, they hear the bell, they all run in, they bark on purpose. Yeah,
that's the same. Every time the postman or delivery is coming through the door, it's a nightmare. Yeah. It's a nightmare.
So what are you doing at the moment? I mean, how do you fill your days?
Do you know, to be honest, because our daughter just arrived, I'm really enjoying my time with her.
Hang on, there's some really good questions coming from Caroline. Are you still able to deliver Michelin level dishes at the level you require? Well, I suppose if you reduce the team or reduce the cupboard, the answer would be yes, wouldn't it?
It depends. I mean, every chef is different. I've been having a 2 Michelin star restaurant in Adler with 4 of us in the kitchen. It's the point you adapt yourself. So you adapt for, at the end, forget Michelin. It's hard to say, but you open the restaurant with the standard you had before. You want these people to come back to you.
Rodolphe?
Anyway, hello, Rodolphe. Sorry, we didn't drink Détanger this time. Not today. Next time.
No. Rodolphe is the owner of Frerejean Frères.
Frerejean Frères. Hello, you?
But he is a Tassige family. So he started his own one. It's a long story.
Nice one. It's a very nice, actually. But it's a point where we have to set up our own...
Tomorrow at 3, I think are we 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock? You'll tell me, Rodolphe. I'm having a chat with Rodolphe tomorrow on an Insta Live, which will be fun.
It's great in Champagne. Really good. Really good.
Beautiful. Sorry, I interrupted you.
It's okay. It's okay. I think we have to realize what we can do and what we can't do. We still want to deliver the same standard of what we've been doing. what we are going to do, instead to do a menu with 8 starter and 8 main course, we are going to reduce it.
Yes or not?
We are going to reduce the number of dishes to 4 dishes, 4 starter, 4 main course, to make sure we can control better the standard, and just do what we do every day. That's it. And hopefully the people will come back to us and have fun.
And how will you cost that? Because I tell you what I heard in France, that there was a few Michelin stars that they were thinking about doing more sort of almost a table d'hôte type affair where they can just get themselves rolling again. And so it's not going to be at the highest level, but it'd be maybe at a slightly better, a more affordable rate, one might
Yeah, no, but we are going to do more dinner than lunches. Donc we are going to do Tuesday to Sunday night, and lunch Saturday and Sunday. And we are going to do 8 services. Donc for the lunch, we have a lunch menu at £65 with half bottle of wine and coffee included. Donc this as the first offering. Dinner, we start at 110, I think, for 3 courses. And you know what? At the end, we're buying the same produce. I don't want to increase my choices because if we don't have the customer, it starts to be very costly to a restaurant. So we want to limit it to as much as we can. Sure. So we have a first menu, I think 3 courses will be 110. I don't think, I know. It's 110. And after we have 1 tasting menu instead of 2 tasting menus. Right. And just try to reduce it, but change it more often.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. I mean, and I think if ever there is if ever there's a great time to go out to a restaurant of your quality, coming up soon is going to be the time to go out.
Yes.
I remember I was seeing some stuff from Fat Duck Group, Heinz Head. They're doing an amazing, this weekend, they're doing a takeout menu, the Heinz Head, which is a one Michelin star. By the way, so Chef Willie, I cannot wait getting back to the wonderful industry and the launch party that has a dog. So this is Steve who's saying that I should do a cookbook. Cookbook, I'm going to get you to do something with me. I want your amazing dish. What is that? The duck jelly?
Duck jelly and caviar.
It is honestly. Claude knows this. Everyone out there won't know this, but I had tongue cancer 3 years ago, and my taste went. In COVID, by the way, people lose their taste, and I said, "Well, hey, join the club here." 3 years ago, I lost my taste completely. When I had your duck jelly, and to this day, I can. You know, it's like I rediscovered taste. I can still taste it now as I'm sitting here, because it just was. It's quite salty and caviar and that, you know, and the duck and it was just amazing. How you do that, I have no idea.
It's a dish that took us 2 years to get ready, with lots of different trials. We started at Hibiscus and we finished it just at Bibendum before we were open. And it's a beautiful dish.
You know, the finesse around that dish. I mean, your world is tweezers.
Yes. Big flavor with small tweezers. That's the way I say it. We use it tweezers, but I do have big flavor.
There is a tiny bit of dill or fennel or something or whatever it may be, whatever you've got. It's the most incredible dish, and it really is. And the work involved and the team involved, you know. And I think, you know, life is not all about coming to Michelin stars, but you know, having 2 Michelin star chef on is fantastic. And do you know what I've been doing as well, Claude? So I've been cooking at home, and I think once I said to you, so what do you cook at home? You know, it's like all in the pot. You don't want to do a lot of washing.
No, one pot, because I'm cooking and my wife is here and I do the washing up.
So you just keep it as simple as you can.
Yes. My son said to me, "Daddy, what are we going to eat when you go back to work?"
Well, one day, Donna's been we've been really getting this together, and I'm really going to enjoy these conversations because to have you, a friend, but also to have you as an amazing chef, having a chat.
I'm very privileged to be here.
What I want to do is an amazing, and what I said to Donna with we have a beautiful kitchen here, but with what I've been doing is the next step is we're going to invite these incredible chefs here. And we're going to do a little something together, which will be
dinner party.
Brilliant as we go forward.
No, it would be a great dinner party.
With me, well, I would be. I have to be the sous chef, of course.
Oh, why don't we be a sous chef? I like that.
Hey, Claude.
How are you doing, Donna?
I'm well, darling. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good, very good.
I would love you guys to have. We'll do a dinner party. It'd be amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
I can't wait to see Bobby Dazzler be your sous chef.
No, I will be sous chef. Actually, I will be happy to be a sous chef.
Oh, bless you.
Well, on the basis of it's my kitchen,
I think so. I think I should be your sous chef.
What am I going to be?
you just sit and wait.
Yes, we need somebody to carry the plate. And don't get me wrong. Waiters is very important. Oh, we do our washing up. It's fine. We can do our washing up.
Waitress.
Yes.
You know, I used to be a waitress and I was good. I got great tips.
Ah, that's it.
Tips.
Let's not get confused. It's only 3:30. Great tips.
Great tips. There you go, Charles.
Great tips.
It's all about that. Bye, Courier's here.
All right. Okay. So, Claude, look, it's been just brilliant. I just wanted to catch up with you. It's good to see you. I think this is
thank you very much for having me.
Medium of doing it. Thanks, Frerejean Frères. I've got some, I can't remember whether I said this earlier on, but I'll say it again anyway. So next week, I had Theo Randall, who's obviously...
I love Theo.
He's so lovely.
I love, great cook.
One of his dishes as well. But we had, I don't know whether I could do one of your dishes. I think they're probably just a bit too complicated for me. But Theo is the chairman of my chef judges, and Simon King, who is Heston and Fat Duck and Fire in New York and Gordon Ramsay and absolutely everybody. He is my chairman of my waiter judges. You're part of our team.
Yeah.
And so I had Theo last week. Next week I've got Ruth Hanson, who was she's Great British Menu and loads of other things. One of the youngest winning chefs, worked at the Ritz and everything. So she's coming on Tuesday, and I'm handling on Wednesday, and Tom Aitkins on Friday.
Oh, Tom, nice.
A nice week.
Very nice.
And then we've got Jason is coming on the week after. But and even you will like this, Claude, as we go forward. A dear friend of mine is Thomas Keller, as you know, and Thomas is going to come on in mid-June, and we're going to do a live with Thomas Keller.
Oh, I love it.
So that will be fun for everybody.
No, I think it's a great panel of people, and it's in every level. I think it's very, like talking to Jason, understanding the way he's running his business, who's amazing with all this restaurant, and keep this standard to a young chef like Ruth, who just started and managed to do something for her name. I think it's very interesting to hear all these different people. No, yeah, looking forward to see that.
I think you're absolutely right, and I think also for our audience out there, including Rich Henderson has just said amazing. Including our amazing chef, and we're going to have lots of them. We're going to do 2 to 3 a week, every week for a little while.
Nice.
And then as we go forward, hopefully we'll cook together. I would love that with you. I mean, it would just be a hoot, but it would be fun to have you here.
We should maybe do a cook along. I cook in my house, you cook in your house.
Well,
I send you some of my produce. I send you one of my, you know what, Rob? Listen to this one. We do one dish of my restaurant together. Yeah. I send you the produce.
Yeah.
And we cook it together. I cook it from my house and you cook it from your house.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. I can't do the jelly and I can't, you've got to
I'll find something.
Go easy on me.
I will.
That would be fantastic. And you know what this is doing? You're smiling. I'm smiling. We're in the most weirdest, terrible time and weird time I've never been involved in. But we're having a glass of champagne. You've got a gorgeous little baby.
I'm very lucky.
In a way, in a bizarre way for you, sort of perfect to sort of...
It is. Okay. Perfect timing. I've got 3 kids. It's the first time I managed to pass this quality time with a baby. With my first daughter, I hardly see her because work. My son was the same. My son is 6 years old. And Lucy's been dealing with him most of the time. And this time I'm really enjoying, even the late fit, because you don't have to go to work. Like, it's not very important if you fall asleep on the sofa in the afternoon or something like this. You can just enjoy your quality of time, and I'm really doing it. Look, it's great.
Yeah. And we're getting all our jobs done. We're getting all the should have done. I was upset the other day sorting out business cards, like 4 years. I mean, half the people they're either not in business, not even here anymore, some of the business cards. Listen, Claude, it's absolutely brilliant to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Sitting in the sun, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for being on
this live.
So we're going to get loads of people, but we'll keep close. Yeah.
I'll speak to you very soon. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
All
Bye.
right.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.